In the past, we've tested every single Echo device. We'll put a link to that video in the description below. And then, of course, Amazon came out with a whole new generation of smart speakers, including the Gen 4, which we have over there, a crazy show that swivels around. It's kind of goofy and odd. But today we're not going to be testing those. We're going to really focus in on just the speakers themselves and talk about the assistants. Colton's done a lot of testing with Google. I know you've probably seen the video in a previous month released comparing all of those devices. But today we're also going to look at some third-party devices that have the assistants built in. And we've included Apple's HomePod. So we'll test out Siri and see how the different voice assistants compare.
This is the Sonos Move, currently on sale for $399. Here we have the Echo Dot Gen 4, currently on sale for $44.99. Right here we have the Amazon Echo Dot Gen 3, which is currently on sale for $34.99. This is the Amazon Echo Studio, currently on sale for $199.99. Here we have the Google Nest Mini, currently on sale for $34.99. Here we have the Google Nest Audio, currently on sale for $74.99. Here we have the Apple HomePod Mini, which is currently on sale for $99. And here is the Clear Crescent, which is currently on sale for $699.99. We would like to note that the Google Home Max is now discontinued. Also, the Apple HomePod is now discontinued. Now we're going to start talking about the benefits of these speakers. I'm going to start with Google because that's what we have in our house. What we really enjoy about the Google is so many different variations of products, right? And they come in multiple different colors, which is really great for different themes for the different rooms. Like we have a red puck, we have a white one, we have a gray one. So they all kind of match, right? But then they also do have fun and unique colors. One other thing that we like about it is the clarity of the voice. It's very loud and distinct. So you can also set the different volumes on your Google Home app. So if you want one room to be a little quieter and you want one room to be a little louder, you can make all of those adjustments within the app. The responsiveness from Google is also very good. It can tell, and then you can also match voices. And so, you know, whoever's going to be in your home, like they have different access to different things if you put in the voice matching.
Awesome. Yeah, we use our Amazon devices on a daily basis. We have one in each room. We have a variety of different smart speakers around our house. We even have some third-party speakers here. Some of them are running the Google Assistant. Recently, I did pick up the Apple HomePod for testing. I really like HomeKit, the smart home controls that are built in. I don't actually have an Apple phone though, so I had to borrow my wife's phone to do the setup. So kind of a limitation of that product. We love that we can check the weather anytime. We can control our smart home, whether that's the lights, the thermostat. With our devices that have a display, we can see who's at the front door. We can ask recommendations for where we want to eat, order pizza. There's all sorts of things that you can do with the voice assistants, along with playing music and audiobooks, of course. So yeah, let's just jump right into the testing. Disclaimer, we are going to be using the names of the assistants as we do this testing. So if you have any of them near you, you might want to mute them right now. And we're just going to jump right in.
So I'm going to ask Google a question. Hey Google, what's the weather like in Maple Grove, Minnesota today?
In Maple Grove today, it'll be partly cloudy with a forecasted high of 86 and a low of 62.
That's accurate.
Right now it's 78 degrees and sunny.
Hey Alexa, how's the weather in Maple Grove?
Right now in Maple Grove, it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has partly sunny weather with a high of 88 degrees and a low of 63 degrees.
Hey Siri, what's the weather like in Maple Grove, Minnesota?
It's currently clear and 79 degrees. Expect mostly clear skies starting in the morning. Today's high will be 84 degrees and the low will be 72. My weather data is provided by the Weather Channel.
So we did have slight variations, but they each did perform the task. Now let's see how they do with our lights. Alexa, turn off dining room lights. Ta-da! You may have noticed it got slightly darker. We have lights in the background, but the light did turn off. Now let's see if Google can turn it back on.
Hey Google, Turn on lights.
Turning 16 lights on.
Oh dear, you turned them all on.
Yes, I turned them all on. That's a win in my book.
So it's important to specify which room you're in, and sometimes with Amazon you can get tripped up. For example, my wife wants to control the shades, and instead of saying family room shades, which is what I labeled them, she'll say, Alexa, close family room, oh, that's the correct one. Alexa, close living room shades.
Sorry.
Oh no, it didn't work because I needed to say, hey Google, close family room shades.
All right.
There they
Closing
go.
family room middle.
We're all sitting here waiting like, this is gonna work, right? I sure hope this works. And sure enough, it did. Hey Siri, open family room shades.
Did you mean living room?
Yes, I did.
Okay, the shades are open.
So you can see that Siri is a little bit smarter. She recognized that I said the wrong room and she corrected me. And I actually did set it up as living room because I was using my wife's phone and she calls this room the living room. So within Amazon, you could go in and program multiple different things, but in Google, it is better at detecting that. You can program it for multiple different variations, whereas with Amazon, you would have to create multiple different routines for that to set up that voice control. Yeah. And all of these are actually being controlled through Lutron. So we just have the Lutron Pro Hub, and it integrates through our local network here and connects to the assistants that way.
Why don't we ask them about a business local to the area?
You know, I think I might be in the market for a good real estate agent. Hey Siri, who's the best real estate agent in Maple Grove?
The highest rated option I see is Doyle Real Estate Team. REMAX results about 3.5 miles to your east on 83rd Way North, which averages 5.0 stars according to Yelp. It's open today from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Do you want to hear the next one?
Absolutely not.
Done.
And so the other assistants can do that as well. I used to do this trick on stage, and then one day they changed how it works and it said someone else's name, and boy was I embarrassed. Hey, you know, it's getting to be lunchtime. Why don't we order a pizza?
Hey Google, what's a good pizza place around here?
I found a few top-rated pizza places. Hometown Pizza, Frankie's Chicago-style pizza, and Broadway Pizza.
Hey Siri, order a pizza from Papa John's.
One possibility I see is Papa John's Pizza about 4.5 miles to your south on Vicksburg Lane North in Plymouth, but it only averages 1.5 stars. It's open today from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m.
Also with the Homepod, a nice feature with the iPhone is that you can pass audio from your phone directly to it, whereas the others may rely on either a Bluetooth connection or otherwise you can use like their streaming services.
So next up, we're going to talk about compatibility of all of the different smart speakers. Brandon?
Yeah, so we kind of have a range from one extreme to the other. Amazon is really known for having a ton of different devices and working with basically every smart home device possible. You can even use devices as triggers for your routines, and so Amazon really does have the leg up in this area. Somewhere in the middle, I would say, is Google. They've kind of changed their program. It used to be Works with Nest, now it's Works with Google Assistant. You know, as they started to add their own products, they've kind of stopped working with other manufacturers, so they have their own thermostat, they have their own doorbell. And really, when people are in the Google ecosystem, they kind of want to stick with those products. Not only does it allow you to just have everything in one place, but that ensures compatibility. And then on the far other extreme of the walled garden approach is Apple. And you can't even access the HomePod Mini without having an iPad or an iPhone. So me, being an Android user, was not able to set it up. I had to use my wife's phone for that. And then it only works with other Apple devices. And so HomeKit, while it is a great system, it's nice to have everything in one place. And there are a lot of products that work with them. But that list is substantially smaller than what is compatible with Amazon. And then now Google is starting to catch up again as far as device availability.
Up next is the fun part. We're going to be testing the volume of each of these speakers. Plug your ears!
So Amazon certainly has the most number of devices. Last year we had tested all of them that were available, and then of course immediately they released more devices. And not only is Alexa taking over these smart speakers, now she's coming to third-party devices and are included in things like glasses, rings, and so on and so forth. And so that's one extreme. The other side, Siri is only available on the HomePod Mini now because the HomePod was the original is such a terrible seller that they actually discontinued it. And Google has a larger home, the Max, and that also was discontinued. You can also find the Google Assistant on devices like Bose, on Clear, on Sonos, on JBL.
So our top overall pick is the Sonos One. We like this one the most because it has both Google and Amazon in it. I'm not going to say the assistants' names to set them all off, but that is our recommendation because it integrates with both and it is the best of both worlds.
It's a great price point and it's a good all-around speaker. We have the Sonos Move in our house. I really like that it's portable. It's going to cost a little bit more than the One, but if you're like wanting to go outside and move it around, this is a great option there that we really enjoy.
So for our next pick is the Amazon Echo Dot Gen 3. We like this one because it's usually on sale all the time, but it also has really good sound quality.
I actually like it more than the Generation 4. I like that the size of it a little bit more. I like that design as opposed to the new version, which is kind of like a round ball. If you're a Google household like Colton's family is, I recommend going right for the Google Nest Audio. The audio quality we found was much better than the Mini.
Yeah.
And for me, the Mini just doesn't do it.
So our recommendation for the best 3D sound is the Amazon Studio. This bad boy right here.
Room filling
It's
sound.
really loud, very room filling. So if you're wanting some ambient songs going on in the background, or if you're having some people over and you want to play music, that is a great option.
Yeah, another good option is the Clear Crescent. Obviously a conversation piece, very artistic. It does have Google built in. It's got Bluetooth connectivity, the auxiliary port, and the optical in. So very good sound quality, a great piece of art.
And for a fun one just to have are the Tiki torches, which are right here. What we really like about them is they're shaped like tikis, right? But they're Bluetooth compatible. You can bring them inside, outside if you're having a little luau themed party or if you just want another kind of conversation starter for outside. We really enjoyed those.